Here we have our book completely folded out and it's open all the way. And to the left we see 47th, a pinyon tree and a roadrunner. Again, the students will cut, glue, and paste those in there. And they'll write in 47th. In that tab, they'll write, New Mexico became a state in 1912. Below that, the pinyon tree, they can write state tree, pinyon tree. Below that, state bird, roadrunner. And then all the way to the right, you have your chilies. I'm going to hope that they color a red chili and green chili, just not a blue or purple chili. This is where we're going to see if they were focused on their learning and took in that information. And inside that, we'll write about red and green chilies. And we can even write about Hatch, New Mexico, if we chose, depending on what level of interest and understanding your students have. Below that, we have our black bear. So inside of that tab, we would just write state animal black bear. And below that, we have an outline of the state of New Mexico with a star. And that star in the middle right there is our state capital. So inside that tab, we'd write state capital Santa Fe. Now, in the very middle, we can see the state of New Mexico outline and 4 boxes. Those boxes are going to be their concept web. This is where they're going to put their ideas down for their writing on the back side. And it says, I live in blank. So they would write Silver City in this case. And then my favorite New Mexico symbol right below that. So they get to draw in or write in, whichever they choose, their favorite symbol. Think about maybe, why is that my favorite symbol? Then over to the top right, I love New Mexico because. Why do they love New Mexico? Is it because they find it pretty, they find it fun, they find it enchanting? And below that it says, to me, New Mexico is. What is New Mexico to them? Maybe it's home, maybe it's family, maybe it's a variety of things. So here we're going to really encourage the students to think about their language and introduce different words perhaps. But this is a great way to build language and knowledge. And then this will be concluded on the back when they write their 4 sentences. Those sentences will be modeled for them, the beginning of it, to show them how they are going to construct their sentence. At this point in the school year, if this is done towards the end of the school year, students should know to start their sentence with a capital, to end it with a punctuation mark, and use finger spaces between words. Students should be encouraged to try to write as much as they can independently, but if they need help, of course, we're going to help them. They will have the sentences modeled for them, and they'll fill in the blank with their own words and thoughts, and hand over hand might be required, or trace over might be required, depending on where your students are at. And then once everybody is finished with their writing, they'll get to come to the front of the classroom and they'll get to present it for everybody. And this is going to be our conclusion piece. They get to take this home along with all the other great stuff they've made this month that have gone home. And it's going to be a nice keepsake for them and their parents, and just nice overall summary of New Mexico and symbols and things within our state that they may or may not be familiar with. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and maybe this is something you guys want to do in the future. Thank you.